Hi everybody, I'm Nicholas. I'm one of the buyers for Level 9 Sports, and I'm here at my house and I'm going to show you guys some basic bike maintenance, starting with changing out my shifter cable for my mountain bike. It's a 12-speed SRAM shifter, and so you use the gear shift a lot. The cable wears out pretty quick. I've got one of the Jaguar Pro Shift cables. It's just the cable. You can buy just the cable. Makes it super easy. I'll go through it step by step and show you how to pull out the old one, put in the new one, and get it all adjusted and ready to roll. Thanks, guys.
Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead and get the bike shifted into the lowest gear. That way the chain is on the smallest chain ring in the back. You're going to see most derailleurs have a nut. The SRAM actually has a hex nut that you have to use. Pay attention to where the cable routing is as well before you take it all apart. You also have to take the shifter off the handlebar. The SRAM uses a hex nut on the handlebar as well. You can pull it all the way off. Once you've got it off, you're going to take an Allen key and take the cover off the top part of the shifter for the SRAM setup. Some of the Shimano ones you can actually take the cable out without taking it off the handlebar. This is a SRAM Eagle shifter, so you have to take the cover off. Then once you take the cover off, you'll see the end of the shifter cable. You kind of have to work its way out through the mechanism, but once it comes out, you can pull it all the way out. You're not going to remove any of the housing. Undo the new cable. Try not to make a mess of it like I did. I also like to use a small amount of grease on the cable to get it down through all the housing and all the kinks through the corners of the housing. Just something I learned a long time ago. I still do it. And then you're going to feed it back into the shifter the same way you took the old one out. Then you will stick the cable, once I get it all put through, back through the housing. You're going to push it all the way through. As long as the housing is in good condition, the cable should slide right in. You'll hit an end when it hits the rear derailleur. Most mountain bikes have one solid shifter cable housing all the way back to the derailleur. Makes it pretty easy. Get it all pulled through the rear derailleur. Get the cover screwed back on. Then you should be able to put the shifter back on the handlebar, and you're pretty much done with the shifter part of the process. Just screw it right back onto where you pull it off. Make sure everything lines up the way it was before. Now you're going to get that cable pulled through and tightened the same way as it was before you took it off. I like to leave 4 or 5 inches of cable past the end of the derailleur until I'm completely sure everything's set up right. I did come to find out at the end of this process that the cable shifter that I had does not come with a little ferrule for the end of the cable, so you're going to want to grab one of those from your shop, and that just helps the cable from splitting at the end. But any shop will give you one of those. You can also buy them in different colors if you want to match stuff, but get it all set up. I like to leave a little bit of adjustment at the barrel adjustment at the shifter. That's what I was doing back there. Get everything lined up, get the cable tightened up in the derailleur. If the derailleur was set correctly before, you shouldn't have too many troubles with just some fine tuning to get the shifting to work. But my bike went right through all the gears. It's a pretty simple process, nothing really to it. Definitely take your time, don't rush through it, and you'll have a new shifter cable, and then you'll have a little bit of stretch that you'll want to adjust it as you do it. But if you're having trouble shifting, this is an easy repair.